graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone. Graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
And having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Oh my gosh, I forgot my hat. All right, I will be right back. Really quickly. I forgot to go get my hat. All right, see you really soon. Don't go anywhere. All right, I'm back. I thought I had I know I have a baseball Hall of Fame hat around somewhere. I just couldn't find it. But yeah, I thought it'd be kind of cool to bring that on. But I don't have it with me. But hello, everybody. Good morning, and welcome aboard to another episode of Play by Play with JJ. Hopefully, you're all doing well. My name is Jason Joseph. I go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games, but I also do other MLB games as well. I'm going to be doing Sunday Night Baseball. I want to really try to expand and do some more baseball on this channel, and I thought, well, it'd be a great time for us to just cover the Tokyo series. So that's what we were going to do. And we did that yesterday, and we are going to be doing that today as well. All right, so let's go into our live stream. So for the Dodgers, the starting lineup is out. Shohei Otani will be batting in the leadoff spot, and he'll be DHing. Then over at second base, it'll be Tommy Edman, who's playing over at second base. And Teoscar Hernandez takes right field again today. We'll be batting third. Will Smith is catching behind the plate. Max Muncy is playing over at third base. He'll be batting fifth. Kike Hernandez is over at first base. He'll be batting sixth. Then it's Michael Conforto out in left field, batting seventh. Miguel Rojas is the shortstop, and he'll be batting eighth. And batting ninth, you got Andy Pages. So still no Mookie Betts dealing with that illness, and Freddie Freeman is out as well, still dealing with that left hip soreness. So that is pretty much what is going on for this Dodgers lineup today. For the Chicago Cubs, defensively speaking, they have on the mound is Justin Steele. We'll get to his numbers in just a little bit. Then it's Carson Kelly who's catching behind the plate. Over at first base, it's Michael Busch. The second baseman will be John Birdie. At third base, it'll be Shaw, who plays third. And then Swanson plays over at shortstop. The center fielder is Pete Crow Armstrong, and in between him, out in left, is Ian Happ, and out in right is Kyle Tucker. So Justin Steele will be taking the mound for the Chicago Cubs today, and will be facing against the Dodgers. Steele, in 24 starts last year, had a 5-5 record. He also struck out 137 batters, 135 batters, that is, in 134 2/3 of an inning. And then a 3.07 ERA, and only surrendered 37 walks last year. So we're going to play another game of baseball out here in Tokyo at Tokyo Stadium, at the Tokyo Dome, that is. And so Shohei Otani will step into the batter's box. Dodgers in their white and blue uniforms today. And so the Cubs are in their gray and blue uniforms. The pitch on the way, high fly ball hit out to deep left field. It's just on the warning track, and there to make the grab is Ian Happ. That is a long out for Shohei Otani. He just missed one, and he shakes his head as he goes back into the dugout right on the first pitch. Looked like he got a fastball that he almost was able to take advantage of. It was a big mistake. And it was called right on the track. And Tommy Edman is going to come on up to the plate, and he stares at strike one. Dodgers, as we mentioned, are in their white and blue uniforms. The text spells Dodgers across the chest. And the jersey numbers, as Tommy Edman is number 25, that is shown down on the right side of the chest, right below the numbers. Next pitch is fouled away, and the count is now 0-2. What's going on, everybody? Welcome aboard. Hardcore's here. What's going on? Coin, case 777. Very nice. 0-2 pitch. And that's fouled right off the foot of Tommy Edman. And he has to take a minute to just step outside of the box. Yesterday, Edman ended up going 1 for 5. Did have the RBI single to tie the game up 1-1. During that 3-run 6th inning. Or 5th inning it was. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's 2 outs. And that's the first strikeout of the day. It was actually a 3-run 5th inning. So 2 up, 2 down. And up to bat is Teoscar Hernandez. Umpires for tonight, it'll be Alan Porter, who's calling the balls and the strikes. And it's Lance Barrett, who's over at first base. John Lipka is the second base umpire, and Bill Miller stands over at third. Steele comes set and fires, and throws it low and inside to Teoscar. Last year, Teoscar hit .272, also had 33 long balls. The pitch, and there's a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oof, that scared me. And the pitch on the way is a little dribbler that's hit over towards the catcher. It's a fair ball, and the throw over to first is in time. And the inning is over, and so Roki Sasaki is going to go out there to pitch. So we have a 1-2-3 inning and head to the bottom of the first. Very quick inning, just like that. All right, I want to open the window because it is getting really hot in here. See if we can let in some fresh air. The Cubs lineup today, they got Ian Happ out in left field. Seiya Suzuki is DHing. He'll be batting second. And then hitting third, it'll be Kyle Tucker, the left-handed batter, out in right field. At first base, you still have Michael Busch. Then it'll be Matt Shaw, who plays over at third base. He'll be batting fifth. Dansby Swanson is the shortstop, and he'll be hitting sixth. And right behind him, it's Pete Crow Armstrong batting seventh. Playing out in center field, the catcher for today is Carson Kelly. And then John Birdie is final in the batting order as he's playing over at second base. So again, it's Happ, Suzuki, Tucker, Busch, Shaw, Swanson, Crow Armstrong, Kelly, and Birdie. And the guy that they're going to face making his 2025 Major League Baseball debut is Roki Sasaki. And so we've heard a lot about Roki, and it'll be interesting to see how he does out there on the mound today. Roki last year played for the Chiba Latte, that is Marines. So, and they play in the Japan Pacific League. Ended up going 71-66 last year. But overall, he had 129 strikeouts and 111 innings of work, and the first pitch is at 100 miles per hour, and it's downstairs. 32 walks he allowed last year, as well as 29 earned runs, a total of just 34. And the 1-0 delivery, and there's a foul ball hit over towards the third base side. That was also at triple digits as well. Had a 10-5 record and a 2.35 ERA during last year's season as well. The 1-1 pitch, and another 100-mile-per-hour fastball, but this time it's popped up and hit out over towards medium-depth left field. And there to make the grab for out number one is Michael Conforto. His first three pitches reached triple digits. In 2022, he had his best year with the Japan Pacific League and ended up having 129 innings under his belt. He struck out 173 batters in those 129 innings as the first pitch is down for a ball. That's at 101 miles per hour. Only gave up 18 earned runs and 17 walks. This guy's coming in hot. 1-0 pitch. And there's a fastball that actually reaches 99 in double figures. But it's outside. That's some very good stuff. 2 balls, no strikes. Suzuki yesterday went 0 for 4. And the 2-0 pitch, and he fouls that one back over towards the screen. Sasaki is just 23 years old. Born in Rikuzen, Takata, Japan. 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike. That time he decided to go with a slider there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom of the first. No score between the Dodgers and the Cubs. And the 2-2 delivery is upstairs at 100. Roki is 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighs 187 pounds. And the 3-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And that fastball goes whizzing by Suzuki at 99, and he can't catch up to the heater. And there's 2 outs. Oof. He just fires. And the windup that he has, I mean, he doesn't really have like a long stride, nothing. And he knew as soon as he threw that pitch, he said, I'm going to strike him out. He started talking a little bit. Now it's Kyle Tucker up to bat, and the first pitch slips right out of his hand. It's a splitter, but it goes down and away for a ball. Tucker last year with Houston batted .289 and hit a home run 23 times. 2 gone in the bottom of the first. Otani flied out to left. Edman struck out, and Teoscar grounded out to the mound. And the 1-0 pitch, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. Tucker gets way under it, and Pages will make the grab. And so far, a 1-2-3 inning for both pitchers so far. And we head to the second. It's no score out at Tokyo Dome. Wow. It's just ridiculous. Ian Happ flied out to left. Suzuki struck out. And Tucker flied out to center. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And hit the notification bell icons, too. What's up, David? What's going on, Asia? What's up, everybody? Thank you all so much for joining us early in the morning again. On your way in, hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons too. So this is Roki Sasaki, who was just pitching for the Dodgers. And he threw 4 pitches in a row, at least 100 miles per hour. Mentioned that he was from Rikuzen Takata, Japan. Also said that he had 129 strikeouts last year out in the Japan Pacific League in 111 innings. And only gave up 29 earned runs. He only gave up 2 homers, which is just ridiculous. So we go to the top of the second. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 to up in the batting order for the Dodgers. Again, still no Freddie Freeman. And Mookie Betts is out as well. Steele will head back out there to work in the top of the second. It is another packed stadium today out at the Tokyo Dome. Pitch. And there's a strike. And fastball was only at 91. And Will Smith takes it all the way. The stadium itself is 37 years old. Next pitch is taken for ball 2. Or ball 1, that is. Next pitch, that's ball 2. And the pitch after that is up high and away for ball 3. Stadium was built on March 17th of 1988. And that's why they played on that day, to celebrate the anniversary of the stadium being constructed. Next pitch, and that's in there for a strike. And Justin Steele kicks and fires, and it's off the plate. And there's the first base runner today. You could see Sasaki high-five Shohei Otani as he went back into the dugout. Shohei gave him a little fist pump as well. Max Muncy is coming up to bat, and he stares at the called strike. Yesterday, Muncy went 0 for 3, but he did get on base twice with 2 walks, and he had 3 at-bats where he saw at least 9 pitches. The pitch, and that's high and away for a ball. Steele is wearing looks like it's a silver necklace. The pitch to Muncy, fly ball, hit out towards right field. It's going over towards the warning track, and it drops in for a base hit. The throw is made over to second base. It was a good throw, but Muncy is going to beat it out as he slides in there safely. And so, he will get into second base with a sliding double. Looks like Steele just left a hanger out over the middle of the plate. And Muncy was able to take advantage of it. They call him Funky Muncy. That's his nickname. Now Enrique Hernandez is up, and the first pitch is going to get away from the catcher. It was a little bit outside, and everybody's going to move up a bag, including the runner from third who does score. And it's 1-0 LA. Will Smith scores, and the Dodgers have a run. They might actually call that a pass ball because, in reality, Carson Kelly should have caught that. It just went off of the tip of his glove. 1-0 pitch, and this could bring another run home as it's flied out over towards center field. The catch is made by Crow Armstrong. The throw over to the plate is going to die over towards the mound. And so it's 2-0 as scoring from third base is Max Muncy, and the Dodgers get another run. So that's going to go down as an RBI sacrifice fly by Kike Hernandez. Hit the like button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. 2-0 Dodgers. And the next pitch is going to be taken in there for a strike to Michael Conforto. Next pitch is lined foul. So, yeah, they do reverse the call, and they call it a pass ball. Caused by Carson Kelly. 0-2 pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit into center field past the dive of Birdie. And Conforto able to get on with a single, and there's the second hit of the inning for the Dodgers. Yes, sir. How's everybody doing today? Comment down below. So a one-out single here in the top of the second. Dodgers lead at 2-0 in Game 2 of the regular season and in Game 2 of the Tokyo series. Now it's Miguel Rojas who steps into the box, hitting on the right side, and he looks at a pitch that's upstairs for ball one. Otani is in the hole. Pages waits on deck, and the 1-0 pitch is taken for a called strike. And by the way, Hardcore, when I went to watch the replay of yesterday's game, first I didn't understand what you were saying before during real time, because you said, why do you call it a Pages? And I was like, wait, what are we talking about? And then I went back to the whole context of the whole thing, and it makes sense. It kind of does sound like Pages, but it's Pages. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. You're in the top of the second, and the next pitch is rolled over towards the right side of second base. The flip over to shortstop, there's 1, and the throw to first, there's 2. A double play, and the inning is over. Miguel Rojas grounds into a double play, and Sasaki will go back out there for the second frame. Hey, Larry agreed with me. Yeah, I kind of remember now. At first, I didn't recognize. Sometimes like when I talk, and and I say something, I don't realize there's a little bit of a delay, and I might think to myself like on to the next thing to talk about, and I was like looking at that one comment, and I was like, wait, what's he talking about? And then I realized, well, when you go back and you see it for yourself, oh, I was talking about Andy Pages in the moment. But yeah, and Larry did agree with you for sure. I did see that, but it's hard to keep up with everything. I just wanted to acknowledge your comment yesterday. It's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time in in Sydney. I almost said Eastern Australia. Thank you all for getting up to join us here. Yes, sir. Well, you do it for us every day. So. What are your final score predictions, folks? Comment that down below. We got 14 concurrent viewers on here. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. 2-0 Dodgers, thanks to a pass ball that would score Will Smith and an RBI sac fly by Kike Hernandez. First pitch to start off the bottom of the second is to Michael Busch, hitting on the left side, and it's outside for a ball. Second pitch by Sasaki, there's a big leg kick there, and he fires at 98, and it just misses outside. Busch last year batted .248, but we mentioned yesterday that he's having a very good spring training so far. 2-0 delivery, misses high and away. .27 years old from Inver Grove Heights, Minnesota. And the fourth pitch of the at-bat, and Busch will draw a 4-pitch walk. And he is aboard over at first base, and there is the first base runner for the Chicago Cubs. So final score predictions, comment them down below. 9-2 Cubs, or 9-2 Dodgers. Cool. I just woke up. Well, I did too. Pitch over to Shaw. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's looking foul, and it hits the netting, and there's a souvenir for a fan. Matt Shaw's the youngest Cubs player to make his MLB debut. And I couldn't read the rest of that graphic. Maybe it'll pop up again. Time called by Shaw. Yesterday he ended up going 0 for 4. He's a rookie this year. Just 23 years old. Went to the University of Maryland. And he's from Springfield, Massachusetts. 1-1 pitch. And a good splitter thrown at 84 miles per hour that had a lot of movement to it. Sasaki not wasting any time. Gets set above the letters and fires the pitch. And that is going to be popped over towards the shortstop side. And Rojas is there to make the easy grab for out number 1. Sasaki's glove is a pretty bright glove. Wouldn't say that it's a bright yellow, but it's not brown leather. It's sort of like a very light brown leather. Very light yellowish leather, I should say. Comes Dansby Swanson, and he takes a look at the splitter that's inside. What's up, Jordan? How are you, my friend? 1-0 pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. Sasaki pitched very good in the first, and he's been having some problems locating some of his pitches here in the bottom of the second. Dodgers lead it 2-0 thanks to a pass ball that would score Will Smith, and then a sac fly by Kike Hernandez that would score Max Muncy. 2-0 pitch, and there's a foul ball. All came in the top of the second against Cubs starting pitcher Justin Steele. 2-0 Dodgers, bottom of the second. There's a runner on over at first base. It's Michael Busch, who got on with a 4-pitch walk. Swanson's in the box. Sasaki kicks and fires, and that one misses inside again. And Busch ended up stealing second base without a throw. Didn't get to see that. So that'll put a runner in scoring position, and now the 3-1 pitch misses again inside. It's a splitter at 85 for ball 4, and there's 2 walks here in the bottom of the second inning. All right. Let's go. All right. The pitch on the way in, that's taken outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, and that's high and away for ball 2. And somebody might want to go down and or go over and talk to him. Just cannot find the strike zone. 2 balls, no strikes. Tying runs in second. Or the tying runs at first. And the pitch, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. We got 16 people tuning on in. Hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. 2-1 pitch, and it's popped up, but it's foul behind the plate. How many wins do you guys see the Dodgers getting this year, folks? 2-2, and there's a line drive caught over at shortstop, and Rojas gets over to it and tags the bag for 2. The runner, Busch, was dancing off the bag, and there's an unassisted double play to get out of the jam. Good defense by Rojas, and we've ended the second inning and head to the third frame. L6 double play. Hardcore says 110 wins. How many wins do you guys see the Dodgers getting this year to end the regular season? I'm going to go with 111. 105, says David. 105. Chat, if there's people that are coming on here and they want us to catch us up and I don't see it in the moment, feel free to do that. That would make my job easier. Is it legal to gamble in Japan? I don't know. Why do you ask? Oh, just out of curiosity? Well, I mean, Shohei Otani's, we all know about his translator and how he took money and spent a lot of it on gambling, so I assume that started while he was in Japan. Andy Pajes comes up to the plate. It's 9-1-2 due up in the order, and the pitch is inside for a ball. No gambling in Japan, really. 1-0 pitch, and there's a called strike. It's a slider. It is illegal? Huh. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is down low for a ball. I said I assume, yeah. 2-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. It's really interesting when you think about cultures, right? And you think about how sports in some countries really is a part of people's everyday lives, and how it brings people together. The 2-2 pitch, and there's a called strike, 3 at the knees. And so Shohei Ohtani's coming up to bat. But I bring this up because, you think about, you look at this, for example, and you see people coming together and sharing a moment as people are getting out their phones to record Otani, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Why would he have a translator in Japan? Well, I don't know why he would have it in Japan, but I think that he was like best friends with this guy for a while. And probably if he did have one, just because one day he would probably use them just to go into the States, but I don't know. The pitch, and it's grounded over towards the right side. And there's out number 2 as it's gobbled up by the second baseman. His name was Ippei Mizuhara. First pitch is in there for a strike to Tommy Edman. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball. They've been friends for nearly a decade. So ever since 2013, that's really when they were friends. Spent a lot of time with Otani. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the next pitch is taken outside for ball 2. Two-two pitch. That's up high for ball 3. He was hired by the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters to translate for Chris Martin and other English-speaking members of the team. The pitch on the way, and there's a high fly ball hit out to deep left field, and she is gone. Tommy Edman goes the distance and hits a missile out to left field, and the Dodgers lead it 3-0. Steele left another mistake out over the middle of the plate, and Teoscar Hernandez is going to ground this one foul. So Missouri, as we were talking about before, first met Otani while interpreting for the Nippon Ham Fighters, as the two both arrived back in 2013. When Otani was posted to Major League Baseball by the Fighters in 2017, and he signed with the Angels, the team hired Mizuhara to serve as Otani's personal interpreter. So he was, just like Hardcore said, like his personal assistant. One ball, two strikes to Teoscar Hernandez, and the next pitch is grounded foul. Three 0 Dodgers. They just got another run on a solo homer by Tommy Edman. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And there's another strikeout. And the inning is over. So we go to the bottom of the third. I want to ask you guys, I think that what makes sports really cool is that we all gather together and we either root against something or we root for something. And so there's a lot of special moments that I'm sure that you could probably think of sharing with a child, a loved one, a father, or even a friend. And I'd like to know, if you're interested in opening up about it, what one of those moments was for you. And again, I think that the whole theme of this whole series is this whole idea of unity and togetherness and being able to bond with people. Bottom of the third, nobody out, and the pitch. There's a ball. It's taken from Sasaki as Carson Kelly is up to bat. I'll read some of these as we go along through the game, if you're open to share. 1-0 pitch, and it's chopped over towards the first base side. First baseman has it and tags to the bag, kicking Hernandez for out number 1. And John Birdie's coming up to bat. I was really lucky. I was very fortunate growing up. I lived in a very loving household and got to see some very cool sports moments when I was a kid. Pitch, ground ball, hit over to third base, barehanded by the third baseman, and the throw over to first is not in time. And John Birdie beats it out. Muncy almost made a terrific play. One day, my dad and I went to a game where the Phillies were playing the Dodgers during the 2008 NLCS. And Well, the game started off in a rain delay for about a couple of hours. We had to park in the Eagles parking lot because the Citizens Bank parking lot was full as the pitch is taken down and the way for a ball. And we were sitting right by the left field line out in left field, of course. Where else would a left field line be? 1-0 pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. And there's a grounds crew person that goes on over to the line and, supposed to ring out the chalk. They get those line holders, and they have to ding out the chalk for the fair or foul line. So the toss back over to first base is not in time. But he forgot one important thing. He got the little, it's not a hammer, but the little dinger to get out the chalk. But he forgot, the most important thing that he forgot was a sandbag to get it out. 2-0 pitch, and that's taken for ball 3. The 3-0 pitch, that's taken for a strike. Throw over the second base is not in time. So he's looking for something because he doesn't have any idea what to do, and he sees a little kid named Jason and looks me right in the eyes and says, "Hey, kid." And he tells me to come on over. He said, "Do you want to help me ring out the rest of the chalk and step onto the field during the NLCS?" And I said, "Absolutely." So Jason goes out on the field as the next pitch is fouled away, stands right on the line, and helps them ring out the chalk just so that they could get weight, just to ring it out. And that was a really cool moment that I got to cherish. I got to be on the field. That was my first time ever stepping onto a ball field professionally. 3-2 pitch, and that's down and low for ball 4. And so, bottom of the third with 1 out. And it's going to be Seiya Suzuki coming up to bat. And we have time called on the mound. Now it's Seiya Suzuki who's coming up. The Cubs, ever since the third inning of yesterday's game, have gone 1 for 20. 1 for 28. Sasaki in another pickle. 1 out, bottom of the third. And Roki will get set on the mound again. Infield shifted over towards the left side, playing Suzuki the pole. And the slider that's thrown is in the dirt for ball 1. So if you guys have any cool moments that you would like to share with us, again, type them out and pass them along. 1-0 pitch. That's chopped foul over towards the third base side. Charge. Sasaki versus Suzuki for the second time today, and the 1-1 is inside. It's another splitter. Two balls, 1 strike. Roki with 40 pitches. Dodgers up 3-0. And the 2-1 misses inside again. Another splitter for ball 3. The 3-1 offering. That's downstairs for ball 4. And that right there is going to load the bases. All right. Base is loaded with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. And guess who's coming up? It's Kyle Tucker. First pitch to Tucker. That misses wide and low for ball 1. Sasaki just has not been able to throw a strike. Even in the 2nd inning, he got a little bit lucky because Rojas made a nice catch and got an unassisted double play to end the inning with runners on at 1st and 2nd and 1 out. 1-0 delivery, and there's a foul ball hit over towards the 3rd base side and out of play. Tucker wearing the white batting gloves. Has a wide stance. And the 1-1 pitch he takes down and away again. The splitter's just losing that velocity from Sasaki. He cannot locate it to where he wants. Bases loaded, bottom of the 3rd, 1 out. And the 2-1 pitch misses again at 98 inside for ball 3. And Sasaki has a little bit of sweat coming out of his hair. Three balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch is down and inside for ball 4, and that's going to bring home a run. So the Cubs are on the board. 3 walks in a row allowed by Sasaki. And he has surrendered 5 walks today. And now some action going on in the bullpen. And Michael Busch looks at the pitch that's just high. One ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the pitch. And there's a called strike. My final score prediction, and I didn't even get to say this. I don't know if this is cheating. But I was going to go with 7-3 Dodgers. 1-1 pitch. And another foul ball. That goes well out of play. Busch walked his first time up. That was Sasaki's first walk that he allowed. He also stole a base. 1-2 pitch. That misses wide. We are 68 subscribers away, folks, from getting to the 5,000 marker. Pitch number 52 from Sasaki is coming up right now, and here it is, and there's a called strike 3. And he's able to paint the outside corner for out number 2. And there's strikeout number 2 by Roki. Two gone, bottom of the 3rd. And Matt Shaw steps into the box. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 0-1 is the count. Roki gets set just above the letters, kicks, deals, and a swing and a miss. Good slider thrown by Roki Sasaki. Hasn't really gone to that pitch a lot today. Time called again. Cubs still have bases loaded. We're in the bottom of the third. There's 2 outs. Shaw in the box, and he lays off the splitter that heads into the dirt. The 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Sasaki gets out of the jam and just allows an RBI walk. And he gets out of the inning almost without a scratch. But back-to-back strikeouts with bases loaded to end the third. And we head to the top of the fourth. It's still 3-1 LA. Wow. Hit that thumbs up button, folks, and hit that subscribe button as well. Ooh. Wow. I don't know yet if we're going to do the Phillies game today. It's not on TV. To be completely honest with you, I might just take tonight off, or to the afternoon off with the Phillies. What's today, Wednesday? Oh, wait, it is on today. Okay, it's on TV. All right, so we'll do it. Then we'll do the Sixers later tonight. It's a long day. It's a long day, but I think I might take tomorrow afternoon off. If we're going to do it today, I think that we're going to rest up tomorrow. Tomorrow they play against the Braves, and that game is not on TV. So we'll just take tomorrow off. First pitch to Will Smith, and there's a rocket hit out over towards left field, and that's going to go all the way over towards the corner. It is a fair ball, and Smith will get an easy 2-bag. And so there's a leadoff double to start off the top of the fourth. It's the second time today that he has gotten on base. And Muncy will step up to the plate. And the slider is thrown way up high for a ball. Muncy, they just pulled up a very fun fact that he is the first player to ever have 5 hits in 5 different countries. 1-0 pitch. Nats take it for ball 2. That's actually a very cool stat. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That's a cool feat. 2-1 to Muncy. And he chops it foul towards the first base side. The 2-2 popped up, and hit over towards medium depth center field. And the shortstop actually gets under it, and they'll make the catch. And Swanson is able to get the first out of the inning. Looked like it was going to go a little bit further, but it actually came back in. Now it's Kike Hernandez, who had a sac fly his last time up. And the pitch that he sees looks definitely inside, but it's taken for a called strike, according to Alan Porter behind the plate. Steele kicks and delivers, and it's a breaking ball again. One, and there's a called strike. So we talked about how Roki Sasaki is from a city called Rikuzentakata, Japan. The 1-2 pitch, and that should have been a called strike, but it's called a ball. The city itself has an estimated population, this was as of March 31st of 2020, of 19,062 people and a population density of 82 persons per kilometer squared in 7,593 households. Just to give you an idea of the population of the city. The 2-2 pitch in the air, belted deep left field. Kike Hernandez goes yard. And that's the second long ball out today by Justin Steele. What a beauty of a swing that was by Enrique Hernandez. And he gets high fives as he goes back into the dugouts. And the Dodgers extend their lead 5-1. Oof. Good swing. Here comes Conforto, who chases after a slider and is down in the count 0-1. It's like they don't even miss Freddie Freeman today. 0-1 pitch, fouled off. Enrique is just one of those guys who, you see a Dodger uniform and you just think about him. He's been with the team for a while. He's had a couple of stints with them. And just totally embraces what they're about. Next pitch, and it's now a 1-2 count. 1 out, top of the 4th inning. Justin Steele kicks and delivers, and it's in the dirt for ball 2. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and there's strikeout number 4 by Justin Steele. And now it's Miguel Rojas coming back up. The Cubs have a total of 3 World Series titles, including their most recent one, which was back in 2016. Also have 17 NL pennants. And 6 division titles as well. They also have 2 East Division titles and 3 wild card berths. No balls, 1 strike to Miguel Rojas. And the pitch is a curveball that's upstairs for for a ball. One. There's a ball. Going back to the stories, David said, one of my dad's coworkers hit me on a deep fly ball. It was really cool. That's my story I share with my son. He hit you, like actually hit you, or hit, or you pitched to him. I assume that you mean that he actually hit you. It's okay. I've had a similar experience. 2-2 pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. Denbrew got another membership. Thank you so much, my friend. Member for 5 months. Thanks for the 5 months, my friend. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 gone in the top of the 4th inning, and the 3-2 pitch to Rojas, swing and a miss as he goes chasing. And the inning is over. Bottom of the 4th coming on up. I think we can turn off this light. Yeah, that's better. Actually, I'll leave it back on because I'd like to see my score card. There's more. You have to scroll up. Oh boy, did I miss something? Here we go. I'm so sorry. Also, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. Appreciate that, Cake Mix. Appreciate that. My story is football related. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. In 1981, I got to go to the Old Vet with my dad and 5 of his coworkers from the Philadelphia Police Department, who happened to be on the SWAT team called Stakeout. Back in those days. Anyway, they had an appointment, and this is from David for our audio listeners. They had an appointment with the Eagles Super Bowl coach. His name was Dick Vermeil, in office at the stadium. My dad let me go even though it was a school day. That's really cool. So I got to meet Coach, take a picture with him, and got an autographed football signed by all the players. Afterwards, we went down to the field and threw the ball around for a few minutes. And so, one of my dad's coworkers hit me on a deep fly ball. It was really cool. That's my story I share with my son. I love that. I love that very much. That's a wild story. And you'll always remember that forever. Pitch and heads down in the way for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is on the inside corner for strike 1. Yeah, my apologies for not seeing the whole story before. I kind of got a little bit lost in the sauce. And sorry for not seeing the super chat either. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dansby Swanson. We're only in the bottom of the 4th inning. Garcia is now pitching. Sasaki's day is done. And the 1-1 is a slider that swung on and missed. Oof. It's a good slider. Garcia kicks and fires, and the pitch is going to be popped out over towards shallow center field. And Pajes is there to make the grab for out number 1. The Cubs in the last inning sent 7 men up to the plate and only got 1 run. They walked 3 times, including what was an RBI walk by Kyle Tucker. 1 out and the pitch. It's grounded foul towards the first base side by Pete Crow Armstrong. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. A splitter that swung on and missed. No problem, you're working, man. Yeah, but I like to listen to full stories. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the 4th. And the 0-2 pitch is grounded foul. Noah says for his story, one really cool moment that he got to experience is that he got a batting practice home run from Aaron Judge. Now, how'd you get the home run? Did you catch it? Did they give it to you? I assume that you probably caught it. But some people during batting practice, they find certain people and they give them baseballs anyways. The pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and the throw over to first base is in time on the little drop strike 3. Nonetheless, though, 2 outs. This is Yimi Garcia, who's 34 years old. Pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Actually, I stand corrected. This is Luis Garcia. 0-1 pitch, and there's a ball called. It's a little bit down. Luis is actually 38 years old. Played with the Phillies from 2013 to 2018, if you remember. 1-1, and there's a foul ball. He was originally signed by the Dodgers back in 2004 at the age of 16. And his initial MLB call-up didn't occur until 9 years later, which was on July 9th of 2013. And he came on for Cliff Lee on July 9th. In relief that day against the Nationals. And ended up throwing a scoreless inning. Two-two pitch. There's a foul ball. What's even more wild is that Garcia actually had 2 stints playing professional baseball, and that was from 2006 to 2010. And during the period in between the stints, he was out of baseball and he was working in the barbering and moving businesses. And then he had a rocky 2012 comeback attempt in independent ball. And it ended up really working out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is down and away for ball 4. And there is a 2-out walk. That's the 6th walk allowed today by the Dodgers pitching staff. So 38-year-old Garcia throws the pitch. That's down for a ball. Phillies actually faced Garcia during that 2022 NLCS when he was on the Padres. One ball, one strike. 2 outs to John Birdie. Bottom of the fourth, 5-1 Dodgers. And the 1-1 pitch, line drive, base hit into center field. Heading on over to second base is Carson Kelly. And the top of the order coming on up for the Chicago Cubs. Rally time for the Cubbies. Ian Happ is going to come on up to the plate, hitting on the left side, and he'll have a date with Garcia in the box. The pitch, it's down, and he's ahead in the count, 1-0. Let's go, chat. George! The 1-0 pitch. That is down and inside for ball 2. What's going on, Scott? How are you doing, my friend? Thanks for stopping by. If the Cubs get another base runner, the tying run would be up to bat. 2-0 pitch to Happ, and he lines this one out over to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Rounding third is Kelly. He'll come on in to score, and the Cubs get a run back. And that makes it now 5-2. And timeout taken on the mound. Seiya Suzuki will come on up to the plate, and he is representing the tying run. Seiya did walk in the third. Also struck out swinging in the first inning against Roki Sasaki. Two gone, bottom of the fourth. Suzuki in the box against Garcia as he gets set below the letters. And the pitch looked a little bit high. Actually, stand corrected. It is a strike, and it caught the bottom or the top third of the zone just barely. No balls, one strike to Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 he is today, and the next pitch is in the same spot, same location, same speed. It's a sweeper at 82 miles per hour. Oh and 2 is the count. And Garcia kicks and fires, and Suzuki, check swing, he did not go. Says the first base umpires, it was upstairs. David says, speaking of my son, I asked him about the golden bat rule yesterday, and he and his 4 friends who were on PS5 together all said yes to the rule. Really? The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Suzuki strikes out, and the inning is over. The Cubs do get a run back on an RBI single by Ian Happ. And we played 4 and go to the 5th. They're all 19-ish, so maybe it's a generational thing. Yeah, that's interesting. That's very interesting. So, for those of you who weren't here yesterday, we were talking about the golden bat rule and how it might be coming to the majors. And so, we were talking about that, and we were trying to get people's thoughts about it. yesterday. That was during the Phillies game. And so we talked about it, and everybody that was on here was not in favor of it. And so I wondered who would be in favor of it. And David actually asked his son, and his friends and his son all liked it. Thought that was interesting. That is very wild. I'm just trying to think about how the rule, if it came into play, how would it work? Because you probably wouldn't be able to have anybody. The batter that comes up, in order for this rule to be effective, would have to not be on base. The Golden Bat Rule, which is a proposed MLB rule change, would allow teams to send any player to bat, regardless of their position in the batting order, once per game. How does it work? According to Gemini, once per game, a team could choose to have a player bat who is not scheduled to bat at that point in the game, allowing them to potentially send their best hitter to the plate in a high-leverage situation. Supporters argue that it could lead to more exciting and strategic moments, while critics worry it could disrupt the flow of the game and diminish the importance of the batting order. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Now, what's interesting is that according to Gemini, they say that Rob Manfred is not personally in favor of the rule. That's the MLB commissioner. And it's not currently planned for implementation. 0-2 to Pages, and that's taken high and inside for a ball. This is Nate Pearson, who's pitching for the Chicago Cubs now. Tell you a little bit more about him in just a few moments. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pearson kicks and fires. Throws a slider that's down and away for a ball. So Nate is 28. Actually pitched in a combined no-hitter back in September of 2024, last year. The 2-2 pitch fouled back over towards the screen. Does Aaron Judge play against the Phillies today? I don't know. They probably won't release the lamps till like 10:30 in the morning, I assume. 2-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3 to Andy Pages. And there's one out. And Shohei Otani is coming up to bat. And Andy goes down looking for the second time today. Otani with the white New Balance batting gloves takes the first pitch, and it ends up hitting the backstop as it misses way inside. The Cavaliers lost yesterday, and it was the first time since January 24th and the 25th that the Cavaliers have lost consecutive games. Lost to the Clippers. 28 points and 20 rebounds for Ivica Zubac. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Otani, and it's on the outside edge at 100 miles per hour. Five to 2 Dodgers. Get to a recap in just a few moments as to how we got here. And the pitch to Otani, that misses way inside. Dodgers actually got 2 runs in the top of the second. 1 from a pass ball that would score Will Smith. The other one was from a sac fly that would score Max Muncy. And the pitch to Otani, there's a high fly ball, hit out to deep center field, and that one is gone. And that makes it now 6-2 as Shohei Otani is able to get the crowd all fired up. That is ruled a home run. If it goes over the wall, there's a little blue line. And I think that hit that blue line. The umpires are going to check this out to see whether or not it is a home run. Just to see if they can confirm that call. This is an umpire review. So there was a little bit of hesitation in the call there because I didn't officially know if it would be called a home run or not. So it was ruled as a home run. Let's see some replays of this. Nonetheless, it was a very good swing. And I thought I had a chance to maybe hit that roof. But the question is, did a fan reach over? And I think that a fan did reach over. Yep. I think he just reached on over. Let's see what the call is, though. Nope, they say it's a home run, and the Dodgers lead it 6-2. Had to have reached over the yellow line if they wanted to confirm, or if they wanted to overturn it. And he did not reach over that yellow line, that rail. 6-2 LA. Top of the fifth. And the pitch to Tommy Edman. And that is taken for a strike. Next pitch, and that is down for a ball. Shohei Otani homers in Tokyo and gives the fans what they want. 1-1 pitch. That's taken on the outside edge. How he's just able to keep the bat down and just get it on the barrel and not really... I mean, he strikes out, but he still hits for contact. It's just ridiculous. The pitch, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and 2 away. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it is. It's a couple of hours. Usually, that's how it goes because they won't update it on Twitter until like maybe 2-3 hours before game time. Pitch over to Teoscar, and he gets underneath it as it's skied high towards left field. And Happ gets under it. He'll make the grab. And the inning is over, but Shohei goes yard out in Tokyo and gives the Dodgers a 6-2 lead on a solo home run. We head to the bottom of the fifth. It's 6-2 LA. Long game. Long game so far. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. We need 68 more. The show continues in Tokyo, says the Dodgers Twitter page. Yesterday I noticed that there was And when the sun was shining, I was leaning into the light. And so now I'm trying to stay out of the light today. Trying to stay in the shadows. Oh, I forgot to change. I apologize. I forgot to change this background back to my MLB background. Well, it's too bad. Yeah, I'm not going to change it now. What's the point? What really is the point, man? Thanks all so much for waking up with me early in the morning and, doing this game. Appreciate it. That intro song now is going to be stuck in my head. What does that emoji say? Don't walk into the what? Into the red alert, JJ. Into the siren. Don't walk into the siren. Dryer's going to pitch. So we're in the bottom of the fifth. Nobody out. And the pitch to Kyle Tucker, and that thing is belted out over to deep right field, but on the run to make the grab is Pages. Made an excellent play out in center field and was able to track it down, use his wheels, and Kyle Tucker goes back to the dugout. And Michael Busch will get another crack at it again. Dryer comes set and fires a fastball right down Broadway that's taken for strike one. Oh, one pitch. That's taken down for a ball. Jack Dryer making his MLB debut today. Went 57 1/3 last year in AA and AAA, and had a 2.13 earned run average. He is a left-handed pitcher. 1-1 pitch, and that is swung on and missed. The 1-2 delivery is a slider that's taken down for ball two. Shohei Otani, according to Sarah Langs, is the second Japanese-born player to homer in a regular season MLB game at the Tokyo Dome. Pitch, and there's a swing and a miss for strike three. The first person to do that, can you guess who it was? If Shohei Otani is the second-born Japanese player to homer in a regular season Major League Baseball game at the Tokyo Dome, who was the other person? There's a curveball that's in there for a called strike. And the count is 0-1. Anybody want to guess? The pitch. Foul ball hit back over towards the screen. If Shohei Otani is the second Japanese-born player to homer in a regular season Major League Baseball game at the Tokyo Dome, who was the first? No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's bounced off the glove of the pitcher, Dryer, and Shaw is going to be safe. David says Ichiro, and that is incorrect. Good guess, though. Very good guess. Give you two more. Two more tries. Ichiro is not one of them, or is not the first one. Two outs, bottom of the fifth, and the pitch to Dansby Swanson is swung on and missed. Swanson 0 for 1 today. The pitch, and it's down for a ball. Charge! 1 ball, 1 strike. Swanson up to bat, and he taps it foul. Hideki Matsui, that is correct. Shohei Otani is the second Japanese-born player to homer in a regular season baseball game, Major League Baseball game, at the Tokyo Dome, and he just joined Hideki Matsui, who did it back on March 31st of 2004, according to Sarah Langs. Good job, PAS. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button. PAS, strap your link down below. Toss back over to first base, not in time. Dodgers have put up 6 runs today. They got 2 in the second. One was on a sac fly by Kike Hernandez. Smith also scored on a pass ball. Then in the third, Tommy Edman hit a solo homer to make it 3-0. And the next pitch, and that is line down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Rounding second, going on over to third, and thinking about going home. He will go home. The throw to the plate is high. It goes over the head of the catcher, and the throw back over to third base to try to get Swanson is not in time. So Shaw scores all the way from first, and that's going to go down as an RBI triple by Dansby Swanson. Might actually be called an RBI double and an error on the shortstop. And that makes it 6-3 and cuts the deficit in half. Give you a recap in a little bit. Pitch, and that is bunted foul. Pete Crow Armstrong surprised everybody. And it's a foul ball. So Edman hit a solo homer to make it 3-0 in the top of the third. And then Kike Hernandez was able to get a 2-run homer to make it 5-0. Or 5-1, because also Kyle Tucker had an RBI walk. 0-1 pitch. That is fouled off. And then in the bottom of the fourth, you had an RBI single by Ian Happ to make it 5-2. And then Otani went yard in the top of the fifth to make it 6-2. And Dansby Swanson makes it 6-3 on the RBI double. And he is over at third base. Dreyer on the hill for the Dodgers. No balls, 2 strikes to Crow Armstrong. And the pitch is fouled back over towards the screen. Pete today is hitless in 2 at-bats. He lined into an unassisted double play to end the third inning. Or the second inning, I should say. As the 0-2 is fouled again. Also struck out swinging in the fourth. 6-3 Dodgers. Basic can make it 6-4. Dreyer kicks and delivers again, and it's off the plate. Max Coverage TV is here. Guys, make sure that you go check out Max Coverage TV. Max, post your link down below along with PAS. Dreyer with the next pitch on the way, and that thing is hit high over towards right field. Not too deep, though, and Teoscar gets under it. He'll make the grab, and the inning is over. Dansby Swanson cuts the deficit in half, though, on an RBI double, and makes it 6-3 as we head to the top of the sixth. Ken Rosenthal tweeted out yesterday, and I didn't see this, but Craig Kimbrell is heading back to where it all started for him. And he is going back to the Atlanta Braves on a minor league contract, according to The Athletic. Kimbrell, of course, was a Philly at one point, once upon a time. Also played for the Cubs, played for the Red Sox as well, and the Baltimore Orioles. I think that's it. Did I get it all? Craig is now 36 years old. Oh, yeah, he was also on the White Sox. Also did play for the Dodgers at one point. And it was on the Padres. I don't remember him on the Padres, but that was his second team. Craig is a 9-time All-Star. Won a World Series championship with the Boston Red Sox against the Dodgers back in 2018. Was 2-time Fireman of the Year and led the league in saves from 2011 to 2014. We're in the top of the sixth inning. We have a new pitcher for the Cubs. His name is Steele. Get you more info about him in just a few seconds. Says the pitch is a curveball. It's taken by Will Smith. This is Caleb Thielbar, who played with Minnesota last year, pitched in 59 games, and got himself a 2.32 earned run average. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 0-1 delivery misses down and in. The 1-1 offering, that is lined over towards third base, played on the bounce, spinning and turning and throwing it over to first is Shaw, and he just gets Will Smith out by half a step. Wow. It's a pretty good play. And now Muncy will step into the ring of fire, and he takes the first pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 offering, and that's inside again for ball 2. Muncy in his last 5 games against the Dodgers, that's your stats in just a little bit. Just hitting .250 with 4 hits and 2 homers and 5 RBI in his last 5 games against the Cubs. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, and that's taken for a called strike 2. And the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And there is out number 2 as Muncy goes fishing after an off-speed pitch. And there's 2 away. Dodgers lead at 6-3 in Game 2 of the Tokyo series out at the Tokyo Dome. 6-3 LA. Kike Hernandez, who had a homer his last time up, as one of 3 Dodgers players to homer in this game, stares at strike 1. Other 2 guys, well, before that it was Tommy Edman hitting on the right side of the plate. He did it back in the 3rd inning. And Shohei Otani went yard in the 5th. The pitch, Nats bounce foul. How you doing, Eric? Thanks so much for joining us on this early morning baseball game. Well, 0-2 pitch. Nats taken down and away for a ball. Dodgers are 1-0 on the season so far. They won yesterday by a score of 4-1. Game 2 of the regular season is on right now. And the pitch from Theobar is down for ball 2. Caleb Theobar, 38 years old, made his Major League Baseball debut with the Twins back in 2013. And the 2-2 deliveries popped up, hit out over towards foul ground, and the catcher takes off the mask, gets under it, and will make the grab. Nice play by Carson Kelly, and the inning is over. And there's a 1-2-3 inning for the Cubs pitching staff as we go to the bottom of the 6th, and Chicago's coming back up to bat. $68 subscribers away from 5K. We're trying to get there by opening day. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. Landon Knack is going to pitch in this bottom of the 6th. Landon was a starter last year. Remember when the Phillies faced him, the Phillies absolutely crushed him at Citizens Bank Park. At a 3.65 ERA last year and a 3-5 record, along with 69 strikeouts. Made his professional debut with the Great Lakes Loons back in 2021. And was added to the Dodgers 40-man roster on November 14th of 2023. And that was for him to be protected from that Rule 5 draft. And then was on the opening day roster last year in 2024. Denver wants to know, is today's Phillies game not televised? And the answer to that is it is televised today. Tomorrow, it's not televised. The pitch, and there's a called strike on the inside corner. 18 walks allowed last year for Knack, right-handed pitcher, who throws the next pitch. That's a fastball at 94 for strike 2 to Carson Kelly. Kelly caught the final out of the last inning. The 0-2 delivery is down in the dirt for a ball. Knack pitched 4 innings in Game 4 of the World Series last year. and surrendered 1 run on 2 hits and a walk against the Yankees. 1-2 pitch, and that misses inside for ball 2. The leg kick and the pitch way up high for ball 3. Three-two pitch, ground ball, hit over towards shortstop. Rojas has it, throws it over to first, and there is out number 1. Ken Rosenthal, who covers Major League Baseball and is a writer with the Athletic, posted an article, and I would like to read it. But in the article, as the pitch is taken for a strike, there's a picture of Max Scherzer with his 6th grade classmates back in March of 1997. He was front and center in a St. Louis Rams shirt. It's just weird how different he looks. He looks so young. But that's what happens. You age and you look different when you get older. The pitch. There's a line drive base hit back up the middle with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. And John Birdie gets on. But it is interesting to see how different he did look. Would have been hard for me to even recognize him, honestly. Ian Happ will get a crack at it for the first time against Knack today. And the pitch is a changeup that's on the outside edge for strike 1. Three seconds left on the pitch timer. And the 0-1 pitch is popped up and hit into foul ground. And does he have enough room? Muncy, does he? He does not. He almost made a ridiculous catch. And it was just foul. He had to reach over. There's a little backstop in foul territory. And Muncy did everything he could to reach right into the stands to catch that thing. And the fan just got over to it. And look out for the foul ball netting. He almost took that thing down. 0-2 to Happ, and it's taken in the dirt. One thing I notice about Ian Happ is that when he has 2 strikes, some people's approaches change when they have 2 strikes, and I've noticed with him, he keeps the bat a little bit more down when he has 2 strikes on him in his stance. 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and, well, he goes chasing after a changeup that's low and away, and there's 2 gone. Excuse. And Seiya Suzuki is coming back up to the plate right now. Two outs, and check swing. Did he go? They say no over at first base. Suzuki walked in the 3rd, struck out in the 1st, and struck out in the 4th. The 1-0 offering, foul ball. The pitch. There's a bouncer, but it's just foul. According to Ian Rappaport, the Vikings are now out on Aaron Rodgers. He actually said Vikings being out on Aaron Rodgers should help bring clarity. 1-2, ground ball hit over towards third base. Muncy has it, throws it on over to second base, and gets the final out of the inning there. And so we go to the top of the seventh. It is 6-3 Dodgers. The Phillies are on TV today. Yep, the Phillies are on TV. We're going to do the game today. We're not doing it tomorrow. Tomorrow we're taking the day off. We'll do 3 games today. They don't play on TV tomorrow anyways. So, yeah. There's Flau'jae Johnson. Big fan of Flau'jae. Love her podcast. Love her music, too. She's really talented. Much needed clarity. What's the clarity? About the Phillies game? It is on TV today. Is this Julian Merriweather that's pitching? Merriweather is going to face Michael Conforto. And the pitch is taken for a ball. It is Julian Merriweather. Good memory. He had a 6.60 ERA last year. And he throws a strike. It's a slider on the inside corner to Michael Conforto, who's hitting on the left side of the dish. 1-1 offering is inside for ball 2. The windup and the next pitch is at 98. Hitting it perfectly at the kneecaps. The count is now 2-2. Oh, Rodgers. Oh, gotcha. The pitch, and there's a changeup that's down and inside. And the count's now full. Five pitches by Julian Merriweather. Conforto today 1 for 2. And the payoff pitch is high for ball 4. And a leadoff walk to start off the top of the 7th inning. I'm looking at what they're showing us on the camera. And it's interesting because they have monitors for the bullpen, like TV screens. And then right below that, they have grounds keeping rules. They have a paper of that. On the left side, it's in Japanese, and on the right side, they have it in English. Pitch, and there's a strike. The way that they keep this field clean, it's actually really impressive. I've always wondered for baseball, how do they keep the field so nice? I mean, you got to hire people for sure, and you got to have the right equipment, but just to be able to see what goes on on a baseball field, it gives you more perspective that there's more things that go on in between the innings and even in between games and whatnot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Getting the dirt. Painting the lines. 1-2 pitch. That's taken inside for ball 2. Yeah, a lot of work. And a lot of money invested into this for sure. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball hit sharply over the second base of the throw over the shortstop. There's one. The throw to first. And that's the second 4-6-3 double play today that Rojas has grounded into. And Otani is waiting on deck as Andy Pages is coming up. It was actually hit pretty sharply off the bat. And a good stretch over at first base. Pages will foul the first pitch back over towards the backstop. He has struck out 2 times today. No balls, 1 strike. Julian Merriweather winds up and delivers. Foul ball. My stomach's starting to hurt a little bit. That's not good. Oh, geez. Great. 0-2 pitch. That is taken in the dirt for a ball. Oh, great. That's never happened to me before on stream. 1-2 pitch, and that's taken outside. That's a slider for ball 2. Always a first, I guess. Two pitch on the way. Line drive, base hit out over towards right center field, and cutting it off is the center fielder Armstrong. The throw over to second base, and Pages slides in there safely. And Shohei Otani is coming back up to bat again. They will walk Otani. And Tommy Edman is coming up. Wawa's catching up with JJ. I didn't even have any Wawa today. Nothing. So they will intentionally walk Shohei. And Tommy Edman is going to be coming up to bat for his 4th time today, I should say. Eric, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate you. The pitch, and there's a line drive, diving stop by the third baseman. Shaw gets up, throws it over to first, dug out by the first baseman, and a bang-bang play to end the inning. That easily saved a run from coming on home, and Miles Shaw able to flash the leather, and Bush on the receiving end able to dig it out. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Dodgers still lead it 6-3. Eric, I was going back to the chat replay yesterday, and maybe you mentioned this before, but I didn't know this. I didn't remember, but I didn't know that you were a teacher. It's really cool. I also saw you guys talking in the chat about the 1980 World Series. Now you got to watch it on TV. That's really cool. Oof. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning, Cubs down 6-3 to the LA Dodgers. We got 15 people tuning on in. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on those notification bell icons too. We need 68 more subscribers for us to get to 5,000. Biology in college. That's really cool. What if I may ask, what got you into teaching biology, into being a professor? And also, should I call you Professor Lovely? Or is Eric good? Because now that I know, I want to make sure that I address you correctly. Don't forget to like, folks, and hit the subscribe button as well. Landon Knack is going to go out there for his second frame, and he throws a fastball that misses away for ball 1. Just send me to the principal's office. The pitch, and it's on the outside corner, but it's a ball. Eric, please. Gotcha. Sounds good. 2-0 pitch. That is way up high for ball 3. I figured that. Just wanted to make sure. Call me Dr. JJ. Just kidding. You're a bug and a worm guy. Oof. 3-0 pitch, and Tucker gets way underneath it, slams the bat down, and Kike Hernandez catches the can of corn for out number 1. I mean, that is a terrible at-bat. You're up in the count 3-0. You're down by 3 runs. I mean, why even bother swinging at that pitch? Thought he had something good to hit. The pitch on the way, and there's a called strike to Michael Busch. 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Good changeup thrown. I'm just shocked that he swung at that pitch. Nothing in 2 is the count to Michael Busch. And he stares at the changeup. That's wide. One ball, 2 strikes. Knack comes set at the letters and delivers, and it's off the plate again. This game is about 2 hours and 13 minutes, or 2 hours and 3 minutes old, I should say. It's the 2-2. Just misses, and what was a 0-2 count is now a full count. The payoff pitch from Landon Knack. Check swing, he went around, and there's out number 2. He got fooled, and he was guessing on that pitch, and he definitely did go past the waist on the swing. And so it's Matt Shaw that's coming up. Made a terrific play to end into the top of the 7th. And the pitch looks outside, but it's a called strike. 0-1 is the count. 2 away, bottom of the 7th. 6-3 Dodgers in Game 2 of the Tokyo series. Dodgers took the first game yesterday by a score of 4-1. That was the first game of the regular season. This is the second game. The next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. The 0-2 from Knack, swing and a miss. And Shaw tries to take a hack at it, but Knack is able to strike him out. And we go to the 8th. It's still 6-3 Dodgers. Oof. Oh, that feels so good. Time is now 8:15. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. The sun is shining. Dawn has struck upon us. Then we go back to our normal schedule tomorrow. Denver says it's chilly there in Central Florida. What's the temperature? Metropolitans raid. Happy baseball. Metropolitans, thank you so much for coming on here. Let's go check out your channel, man. Let me go to your channel. Appreciate you for stopping by. It's very nice. Oh, I'm subscribed to you. I'm subscribed to you. Yeah, man. What's going on? How are you, my friend? 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 8th and the pitch. And there's a high bouncer hit over towards third base. And, well, there's 1 out. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. Appreciate you very, very much. 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Hodge is pitching. Just took him 2 pitches to get the first out. Denver says 48. Scott says 74. I was like, dude, if that's chilly, I don't know what heat is. 1-0 pitch. That is way inside for ball 2. Will Smith is in the batter's box. Hodge will get set at just at the belt. And he delivers again. And Smith goes chasing after the sweeper. Two-one delivery, and there's another sweeper that's thrown. That time it was more so on the upper third of the strike zone, but it swung on and missed. The count was 2-0, and now it's 2-2. Dodgers have a 6-3 lead. Otani, Hernandez. That was Kike Hernandez. And Tommy Edman all homered. Next pitch was taken a little bit high for ball 3. And the payoff pitch is inside for ball 4. Slap the ball, not Chris Rock. Max is coming on up to the plate. That's Muncy. Rests the bat on the shoulder, now picks it up over the shoulder. And takes ball 1, a four-seamer at 95. The 1-0 delivery. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. Sliding stop by the second baseman who checks the runner. And throws over to first, and it's in time. Nice play by John Birdie. And an excellent sliding stop. That thing almost got by him. I was surprised that he wasn't really pulled over towards that right side a little bit more. I understand that you tried to get the double play, but excellent play. Not as easy as it looked. Had to slide over towards his left, get up, throw a sidearm throw over to first after checking the runner who went from first to second. There's 2 gone. Kike takes a ball, and the next pitch he fouls it back. Over the last 6 years, the Cubs are 14-21 against the Dodgers. The pitch nets inside for ball 2. But as an all-time record, both teams have played each other 2,141 times. And the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. The Cubs are just 19 games under 500 against the Dodgers in those head-to-head games. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Hodge strikes him out. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Asia's back. What's going on, Asia? Thanks for joining us again. Appreciate you. Nice stream today. Chill, lay back. ASMR type of a stream, I think. There's a channel that I like to listen to. And I put them on sometimes before I go to bed. It's called Classic Baseball on the Radio. And, you know, the little fan in me likes to listen to some games. And I think I'm on the game where it was Giants and Dodgers back in 1969. And so it's Willie Mays was up to bat, and he had bases loaded, and I cannot wait to find out what happened. But it gives me something else to look forward to. And it makes me feel like a kid. Please don't do ASMR. Why? You don't like it? And ASMR is not necessarily quiet. You know, ASMR, when people say that, well, this is my ASMR, like it's another word for it's like, it's my relaxation. That's what I mean by it. It helps put you in a sleepy mood at night, and it relaxes you. What's up, CeeLo? Bottom of the 8th, nobody out. And Dansby Swanson's up to bat. And the pitch is taken for a strike. Oh, one pitch to Dansby. Swing and a miss. How about my boy Tommy Edman picking back up from the World Series and the NLCS? It's pretty cool. Kirby Yates is going to pitch. The 0-2 delivery, and Swanson just gets a piece of it. CeeLo, drop that link down below. PAS, drop your link down below. But Asia, why don't you want me to do ASMR? Oh, 2 pitch. That's down for a ball. The 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss. And there's a strikeout. There's one away. I find it annoying. Okay. But don't you have, like, when some people say, you know, my ASMR is meditation. You know, something that helps me relax is meditation. Or something that helps me relax is listening to a podcast. So I guess that my question to you is, do you have something that helps, and this is for anybody out there, but is there something that helps you relax when you're stressed or when you're trying to go to bed? 1-0 pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 2 to Pete Crow Armstrong. 6-3 Dodgers. 3 homers today by LA. 2-0 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. It depends on how you do it. I don't know what you mean. Two-one pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. I'm asking if there's something that helps you relax. Two-two pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss, and there is out number 2. So 2 gone there in the bottom of the 8th. Pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. People are so annoying. Yeah. Some people are. Ocean sound, says Eric. That's what helps me relax. That's cool. One ball, one strike. Carson Kelly's in the box. And the pitch. And that's taken down for ball 2. Music's a very good one. Oh, look at this wave that they're doing. This is really cool. Some people say that the wave is overrated, but I'm sorry, when you're out in Tokyo and you see everybody doing it, there's just more of a spectacle that goes on with it, and everyone's so in sync. That's really awesome. The pitch on the way, and there's a line drive base hit out into left field. And so a 2-out single by Carson Kelly puts him over at first base. The pitch. And there is a swing and a miss. JJ, what was the Classic Baseball channel? Is it on YouTube? Yep. I'll post a link to it down below. I'll do it after this inning is done. One pitch, and that's down for a ball. It's cool. I like listening to old games. Get to listen to other broadcasters. 1-1 pitch. That's down and away for ball 2. We'll be live this afternoon for the Phillies game. Then we got the Sixers tonight, and tomorrow we're going to have the day off. 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a miss. He's pitched for the Braves. I'm pretty sure at one point. Somebody can fact check me there. But he was also a more well-known on the Padres as their closer. 2-2 pitch, and that's up high for ball 360 to go to 5K. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button, folks. The payoff pitch, here it is, and it's just foul-tipped in and out of the glove of the catcher. Oh, let's turn off the window. The 3-2 pitch, it's popped up and hit out over towards shallow right field. And there to make the grab is the second baseman for out number 3, and we head to the top of the 9th inning. Dodgers lead it 6-3. I'll take who is Kirby Yates for 1,000, Alex. Yeah, I thought that he pitched for the Braves at one point. We go to the 9th, 6-3 Dodgers. How did we get here, JJ? Roki Sasaki pitched for the Dodgers and looked good in the first inning and then got a little bit shaky. He only allowed 1 run, but he did issue 5 walks. He did have a bases-loaded jam that he did get out of in the 3rd inning. But he looked good in the first inning. He threw all 100 miles per hour on all his pitches in that first inning, and then just started to miss the zone, and then was taken out by before the 5th inning. Justin Steele on the other end did pitch for the Chicago Cubs. Steele went 4 innings, gave up 5 earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Will Smith scored in the top of the 2nd on a pass ball by Carson Kelly, and then on the very next pitch, Kike Hernandez hit a sac fly to make it 2-0. And then in the top of the 3rd, Tommy Edman hit a home run for the Dodgers to make it 3-0 LA. Kyle Tucker would then get a bases-loaded walk in the bottom of the 3rd to make it 3-1. And then the top of the 4th inning, Kike Hernandez went yard with a 2-run homer to make it 5-1 Dodgers. Ian Happ then got a run back on an RBI single in the bottom of the fourth. And then Shohei Otani had a solo homer out to right center field to make it 6-2 in the top of the fifth. And Dansby Swanson had an RBI double in the bottom of the fifth. And it's 6-3. Dodgers are 14 for 50 ever since the fifth inning of yesterday's game. Dodgers have put up 6 runs on 6 hits, and the Cubs 3 runs on 6 hits. Conforto is going to face Ryan Presley, the former closer of the Astros, and it's bounced over towards the second base side. Toss over to first, 1 out. Love how they just show these graphics, these lower thirds, and then they just disappear after 2 seconds. It's like, yeah, I can totally consume what you just said in 2 seconds, right? The pitch is down for a ball. Well, the Braves brought themselves a pennant. Look at who they got back in 2021. Jorge Soler, Eddie Rosario, Adam Duvall, Charlie Morton. They bought themselves that pennant. And that was without Acuna. 2 balls, no strikes. Rojas has grounded into 2 4-6-3 double plays today. That's Miguel Rojas. 2-0 pitch, and that's inside for ball 3. Looks like Tanner Banks is going to get warmed up in the Dodgers bullpen again. The pitch on the way, and that's up high for ball 4. And Shohei Otani is coming back up to bat. Otani made the crowd go wild back in the top of the 5th inning with a solo home run. And before he comes up, actually, Andy Pages will be coming up to the plate. And the pitch is taken for a ball, but Otani is in the on-deck circle. 1 ball and no strikes. Toss back over to first base, not in time. One 0 pitch, and that's taken down for ball 2. Well, they call it Major League Baseball. It's not American baseball. 2-0 pitch. That's taken down for ball 3. I don't see a problem with it. I think it's great that we're bringing in other people from overseas. Give other people opportunities. 3-0 pitch on the way, and that was taken inside, but it's a called strike. I mean, that's what America's supposed to be, right? The land of opportunity. So having players come over from Venezuela, Cuba, Dominican Republic, I think it's cool. Next pitch is down for ball 4. And now Otani is coming on up to the plate. Craig Counsell is going to make a move. This crowd is on their feet. Presley's actually going to stay in the game. Two runners on, top of the ninth, one out. And all eyes on Shohei Otani. iPads and phones are out here in Japan. One out, top of the ninth inning. And the pitch, and that is in the dirt for a ball. To make it 1-0. One 0 pitch. That's taken down for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch to Otani, and he grounds it foul. Over towards that third base side. Thirteen pitches for Ryan Presley. And the 2-1 to Otani is down for ball 3. And Presley's certainly under pressure. Hitters count. Rojas is at second. We got a runner on over at first base, too, in the 3-1, and that's outside for ball 4. And he looked absolutely scared to pitch to Otani, and that's going to load the bases. That'll bring up Tommy Edman to the plate. Edman will call for time. Sitting over on the left side of the dish. And Craig Counsell is going to go out there to get an explanation. As it was a pitch clock violation. It's a 1-0 count. I have to look at the rules to see what is called a pitch clock violation and what is called time. Because it all looks so similar. Pitch to Edman. Ground ball hit over to second base. The flip over to shortstop. There's one. The throw to first. A double play. And that'll end the ninth inning. Bottom of the ninth coming on up. Alex Vesia is going to pitch to the top of the order. Happ, Suzuki, and Tucker. All right, bottom of the ninth. Make sure you guys like. Make sure that you guys subscribe too. I appreciate you guys for joining me this morning. I think that we had a very good crowd. I do. I think we had a very nice crowd today. So I appreciate it. Six to 3 Dodgers as we go to the bottom of the ninth. After this, we're going to sign off and we're going to take a little nap. And then we'll be back on for the Phillies game this afternoon. Just to make sure that it is on TV, for those of you that did ask. I will double check right now. It is. It's on TV. Going to the bottom of the ninth. I'm not doing tomorrow afternoon's Phillies game. I'm taking the day off tomorrow because we're doing a triple header today from like 5:30 a.m. That's when we started streaming. We're going to go all the way to like 10:30. I need the day off tomorrow. Tomorrow is a rest day. Bottom of the ninth. Vesia will pitch. And it's to the top of the order, Happ, Suzuki, and Tucker. Ian Happ is a switch hitter, and, well, for the first time today, he's going to be batting on the right side, facing the lefty, Alex Vesia. The pitch to Happ, and he pops it up. It's hit over towards foul ground. Catcher will give it a look, and he is there to make the grab, and there's one away in the bottom of the ninth. All right, come on. Keep it clean, chat. Come on. Come on. Let's not fight. That's the last thing I want. Bottom of the ninth, one out. Suzuki is in the box. And the first pitch he sees, it looked a little bit up high, but it's called a strike. Vesia comes set at the letters, kicks, fires, and it's way up high for a ball. We appreciate each and every one of you for being on here. I want to thank Asia for being on here. I want to thank Larry and Don and PAS and all the other people that joined us today. Denbrew, 1-1 pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Coin case, Eric, CeeLo. We had a very good crowd today. The 1-2 pitch. That's down and in for ball two. The 2-2 delivery. Foul ball. Rangers made a move. They got Patrick Corbin on a 1-year deal. Corbin, I forgot, he's still in the league. The pitch to Suzuki. Up high for ball three, and Vesia wanted the call, but he wasn't going to get it. When I finally meet JJ in person, I'm going to demand an autograph. Oh, thanks, dude. 3-2. That's a foul ball again. You could be on at 4:30 a.m. to read the phone book, and you'd still have a crowd. Means I got really good people. Three-two, and there's a foul ball. Sometimes I wonder if I even deserve this. And it's always refreshing that no matter what time of day, there's people that just care. Vesia with the payoff pitch to Suzuki. Swing and a miss. And Vesia gets all fired up as he strikes out Seiya. And there's two away. And the Cubs are down to their final strike. Or down to their final out, I should say. That was a big out. It was A long at bat, and now it's all up to Kyle Tucker. First pitch, swing and a miss at 94 miles per hour. The final out of the Tokyo series is right now, folks. Kyle 0 for 3. He popped up on a 3-0 count his last time up, and he takes the next pitch high for a ball. "12 pitches for Vesia, lefty versus lefty. And the 1-1 to Tucker, foul ball, and the Cubs are down to their final strike. Tucker, a former Astro, down in the count, 1-2. The next pitch popped up and hit out over towards the third base side and foul territory, and it goes out of play, and the at-bat will continue. We are 8 days away from opening day, folks. Vesia kicks and fires, and it's outside and low for ball 2. Three seconds left on the pitch timer, and the 2-2 delivery, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep left field. It's carrying, it's going back towards the track, and it hits off the very top of the wall, and Kyle Tucker keeps the game alive as he gets into second base with a stand-up double. So the game will continue, and now it's Michael Busch who will step into the batter's box. I cannot wait until opening day. I better see everybody spamming those emotes. And how about this? Justin Turner, former Dodger, is coming up to pinch hit for Michael Busch. Now a Cub. The first pitch to Turner. He pops it up. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. Next pitch upstairs, and the count is now 1-1. Tying run is on deck if Justin Turner does get on. The 1-1 from Vesia, up high and away, and the count is 2-1. Vesia will get set again at the letters. Kicks, delivers, and it's high again for ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike to Justin Turner. Charge! Shaw waits in the on-deck circle. And the pitch to JT, high and away for ball 4, and the tying run is coming up to the plate. Caleb Ferguson is going to go out to talk things over with Alex Vesia. Butterfly always comes on at the end. And this time you're not on at the very end. You just caught it. Bottom of the ninth, 2 outs. 6-3 Dodgers. And Matt Shaw's coming up. A rookie who's playing over at third base. Made an excellent diving stop over at third earlier in the game. Tucker's on at second. He was down to his final strike and then got on with an opposite field double. And then Turner walked. All with 2 outs. Shaw in the box. And the first pitch is taken for strike 1 as it catches the inner third of the zone. No balls and 1 strike to Shaw. 0-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over towards shortstop. The throw over to first by Rojas. He is just out. And I think, are they going to challenge this? They are. They say, hold your horses for just a second. And Craig Counsell says, nope, we're not going to challenge it. That's going to be the ball game. And so the Dodgers hang on. It got a little dicey at the end. And they win by a final score of 6-3. And beat the Chicago Cubs, sweep them out in Japan. And they'll head back over to the States. And that's how the MLB 2025 regular season begins. 6-3 win by the LA Dodgers. They won 4-1 in game 1 and outscore the Cubs 10-4 in the 2-game set. I mean, to be honest with you, it's the last out of the game. At that point, you got to throw in your marbles at the table. So why not even challenge it? What do you have to lose? That makes no sense. And Larry just said it right now, too. I was thinking the same exact thing. That is awful managing. You're down to... Yeah, whatever. Well, that's going to wrap it up for me. The Dodgers win 6-3 and are now 2-0 to start off the MLB regular season. Let's see when their next game is. I'm just curious now. They go back to spring training, which is kind of funny, and so do the Cubs. So the final score again, 6-3. LA gets the win. 7 hits for the Dodgers, 8 hits for the Cubs. And Sasaki, let's see, does he get the win? Landon Knack gets the win. Justin Steele gets the loss, and Alex Vesia gets his first save of the season. So the Dodgers, they play their next game on, let's see. Oh, I forgot I got to go back to this. Their next game will be on March 23rd. That's on Sunday. They play the Angels for a 3-game exhibition series from Sunday to Tuesday. They're actually home against the Angels, and then they head over to Anaheim and play them for 2 games in a row. That's kind of cool, actually. And then for the Chicago Cubs, just out of curiosity, their next couple of games, they play the Padres on Friday, which is ridiculous when you really think about it. They play the Padres on Friday. They don't even have a day off, really, because they come back into the States. And then the Colorado Rockies, they'll play them on Saturday, March 22nd. And then the A's on March 23rd. Then they play Atlanta in the final 2 exhibition games. So, that is going to wrap it up for me. I'm Jason Joseph. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. We're going to take a quick nap, and then we're going to be back on for the Phillies game this afternoon. Then we got the Sixers tonight at 8 o'clock, and we're doing a triple header. And we're off tomorrow. All right, love you all. Lela Tov. Good night. And I'll see you all in just a few hours. Peace out.